Let's speak now to Helin Sari Ertem, an associate professor at Istanbul Medeniyet University. She joins us from here in Istanbul. Welcome, Helin. So things were starting to look optimistic for Syria as it looks to rebuild after many years of devastation under Assad. How much of a setback was today Israel's strikes, not only on the south but on the heart of Damascus? How much of a setback was it for the country, do you think?
Well, it is a very significant incident which happened today, which, in my point of view, is directly targeting the stability of the country as well as the region. And this is Israel. Unfortunately, we've been witnessing that kind of these kind of attacks from the very beginning of the Syrian conflict, and especially after the establishment of the new government, interim government in Syria. So in my point of view, this is another trial, let's say, another test by Israel regarding the future of the Middle East. Israel has been thinking about its stability, its security, but in my point of view, this is short term. So for short-term solution, Israel might be right, but in the long term, unfortunately, this would be against Israel's stability and security as well, because as Andrew has already underlined, we are talking about neighboring countries. Israel is a neighbor of Syria. Turkey is a neighbor of Syria. So insecurity in Syria means insecurity in all surrounding countries.
And we know, of course, that President Erdogan was meeting today with his counterpart from the UAE. Do you think that they would have been discussing this? And what do you think they would have discussed in regards to, as you mentioned, the developments today, meaning for the region more broadly?
Well, from the very first day of the new government, many people, many experts like me, we've been underlining the significance of, being careful about the country, about Syria. So every single step of the neighboring countries should be well calculated, and this covers Israel as well. And I'm sure President Erdogan and Gulf countries' leaders are very much concerned about the future of Syria, and I think that they will take extra measures, at least to guarantee that Israel will not be able to do similar attacks. And I think the key is in the hands of the United States, of Washington. So there must be strict warnings from Washington against Israel that they should not intervene in domestic affairs of Syria. I know it is difficult, but there must be a way to persuade Israel not to continue such attacks, although it claims that this is about the security of Israel.
And what about the fact that we learned today that Israel is relocating troops from Gaza to the occupied Golan Heights? I mean, how much of a concern is that? And are we looking at, what are the implications of an expanded military presence by Israel, and if this continues for a number of days?
Well, the final aim of Israel will be to somehow take the full control of the Golan Heights, although this is against international law, the international norms of the global system. But we are talking about Israel once again. It doesn't care too much about international law. So I think their aim is finally to have the full control of Golan Heights. For that reason, I believe that they are trying to increase the military presence of Israel in this very important territory, which is about the water security of Israel, which is also about the general security of Israel. But there must be a way to stop it. So I think that Israel is still trying to find a temporary solution to all these places, to these territories like Golan Heights, which doesn't have any international status at the moment, although we think that this is mostly this place is belonging to Syria. Since so many years, Israel has been claiming that actually this place belongs to Israel. So we are again talking about a very strategic place, a strategic territory, which is Golan Heights. And I believe that the United States will be in a position to prevent further steps of Israel, at least militarily.
Helin Sari Ertem, Associate Professor at Istanbul Medeniyet University. Thank you so much.